And we are rolling. It's Quiztastic. It's a Tuesday. Let's get quizzical. Let's get spicy. It is the channel that's going to improve your life and give you lots of spice and zest. It's quiz time. Get your pens and papers ready. We are going through the quiz, and it's 3 categories, 4 answers per category, which means 12 questions in total. Get your pens and paper ready, because here we go with the quiz, people. Question number 1. It's geography. Name me. Are you ready? Name me the second largest country in the world by land mass. Land mass, okay? So the second, not first, second largest country in the world by land mass. That's question number 1. Moving on to question number 2. The good news for you that it is a multi-answer question, okay? Multi-answer question. And whenever it's a multi-answer question, we always have a bit of a timer, let's say. So 5 countries that end, not begin, but they end. They end with the letter E for elephant. Five countries that end with the letter E, not begin, but they end. What is it? Get your pens and papers ready. No cheating. No Googling. Yeah. Okay, next question. Moving on to question number 3. What is the largest ocean in the world? Question number 3. What's the largest ocean in the world? Moving on to question number 4. You'll be very happy to hear that it's a multi-answer question. Now, I want, again, 5 countries. There are 8. So the people who are really smart, 8 if you want, but there are 5 countries that I'm asking you right now. 5 countries that start with the letter I for igloo. So there are 8. Five countries that start with the letter I for igloo. That's question 4 in geography. Yeah, and that's the end of the first category. That's the end of geography. Moving on to general knowledge. General knowledge. Question number 1. What president do you find on the $100 bill? That's question number 1. What president do you find on the $100 bill? Dollar bill, y'all. Number 2. What colors do you get when you mix red and white? What color do you get when you mix red and white? Question 2 in general knowledge. Moving on to question number 3. What is the largest animal on Earth? The largest animal on Earth, okay? And moving on to question number 4. What is the national air carrier of the Netherlands? What's the national air carrier of the Netherlands? That's general knowledge. 4 questions in that category. General knowledge is done. And very quickly, it's a fun quiz, okay? This is not mastermind, okay? So we're just having a bit of fun, people. The last category of the quiz is sport and movies. Listen up carefully, people, because the question number 1 is a multi-answer question. And the question is a nice one, if I do say so myself. It's 5. Again, that number 5, I love it. 5 sports that begin with the letter B for Bravo. Five sports that start with the letter B for Bravo. 5 sports, B, Bravo. And the wife is in the house. Yeah. Name me 5 sports that start with the letter B. Boom. Yeah. So moving on to question number 2 in movies. Technically it's a multi-answer question, but I'm not going to bore you with the timer. But it's a great question, people. Seriously, when you're around the table with your having lunch or dinner with your friends, even with your family, use this question. It's a good one. Name me 2 sports that consist of a net but not a ball. Think about it. 2 sports that consist of a net and not a bore. My dinner's ready, so I'm going to have to go soon. Yes, 2 sports that consist of a net and not a ball. Great question. Technically, there's 3. There's maybe more, but I want you to name me 2 sports that consist of a net but not a ball. Moving on to question number 3. Movies. Who plays the bank clerk Stanley Ipkiss in the 1994 hit movie The Mask? Who plays bank clerk Stanley Ipkiss in the 1994 fantastic film? If you haven't seen it, you better check it out. The Mask. And moving on to question number 4. It's the last question of the quiz. It is question number 4 in sport and movies category. What Disney film do you find a poisoned apple? What Disney film do you find a poisoned apple? And that's question 4. And that's the end of the Spicy Zesty quiz. Let's go through the answers. Spoiler alert, press pause now if you don't want to know the answers, because we're going to go through the answers right now. Here we go. Get ready. Geography. Question number 1. The largest country, the second largest country in the world by landmass is Canada. Second largest country in the world by landmass is Canada. Number 2, 5 countries ending with E. You could have had France, Greece, Ukraine, Chile, Mozambique, Zimbabwe. There's some strange countries like Sao Tome and Principe or something, and Cape Verde. But anyway, there's quite a few. So anyway, name me 5. The largest ocean in the world is the Pacific Ocean. And number 4, there are 8 countries in the world that actually start with the letter I. I wanted you to name me 5. We could have had Iran, Iraq, India, Iceland, Italy, Israel, Ivory Coast, Indonesia. Yeah, actually, I think there's 9. There's one more missing. I think there's 9. But anyway, 5 countries with I. Great question. Use it on your kids. Use it on your friends. Please, trust me, use it. Great question. Good conversation starter. General knowledge. Which president is on the front of a $100 bill? It's Benjamin Franklin. Oh, geez. Excuse me. Not COVID. Question number 2. What colors do you get when you mix red and white? And that, of course, is pink. The largest animal on Earth is a blue whale. And the national air carrier of the Netherlands is KLM. Moving on to the last category, it's sport and movies. 5 sports that start with a B. You could have had bowls. You could have had bowling, badminton, boxing, basketball, baseball, bobsleighing, and you could also be a bit cheeky and throw in beach. So beach football, beach volleyball, or beach cricket or something. Number 2, good question for those sports fans out there. Name me 2 sports that consist of a net but no ball. You could have had fishing. You definitely could have had ice hockey because there's a puck. And another one is badminton, where there is a shuttlecock. Moving on to question number 3. Who plays a bank clerk Stanley Ipkiss in the 1994 hit film The Mask? It's Jim Carrey. Yes. And very lastly, the last question of the quiz, people. It's what Disney film do you find a poisoned apple? Classic film, which you should know the answer. And of course, it is Snow White. Quiztastic, it's a quiz, it's just a bit of fun, just to spice up your life during this COVID-19 period. Stay safe, I'll be doing another quiz probably in the next 2 or 3 days. But in the meantime, all the best, speak to you soon.